All right, Steph Curry drops 12 threes on the Portland Trail Blazers. Let's check out the highlights, and we'll get to Steph's season in a second. I do have it muted, where Adam Silver said he's going to stick his thumb up my butt for stealing his content. Curry moves so much off the ball, it's ridiculous. That's his first three over Donovan Clingan. Donovan Clingan was playing drop coverage, and he doesn't learn his lesson for the entire game. It's a dribble handoff with Draymond over Donovan Clingan. Again, doesn't get out there for the second time so far. Comes off the Pajemski screen. Just another one. Let's see on that one. This is the second quarter at this point. This is his third three. But he comes off the Pajemski screen. Defender gets stuck on Brandon Pajemski. He should be pressed up right here on Curry, of course. This guy's trying to fight over the screen to stay with Steph Curry. But they miscommunicate. Can't get there fast enough, and Steph Curry knocks down his third three of the game. Just a blow by. Curry wants a foul on that one. I didn't see any foul on that play, but Steph Curry gets the rim for the finish on that one. Just a beautiful pass by Draymond on the backdoor. You have to respect him cutting out the three-point line so much. He can get those easy backdoor cuts. Just a good rip by Curry on that one. Kicks it up to Draymond. That's kind of just stupid, but just a stupid shot. It's ridiculous that Steph can make it from freaking 45 feet away, but somebody should have done something. This is in transition. This is off a made basket, isn't it? No, not a made basket, but they're in transition. And it's hard to match up when you're in transition, but Quentin Post sets this screen. Denny Avdia, I think, is supposed to be guarding Steph right here. They're kind of matching up in transition, but Avdia gets hit by that screen, and Steph Curry lets it rip from freaking 45 feet away. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, Avdia just got hit by the screen from Quentin Post, and everything just happened so fast. Draymond with the sick moving screen off the ball. I mean, that one's good defense. I can't really get mad at the defense on that one from Avdia. Let's see. Sets the screen, comes off. It's actually not Avdia on that play. Stays with him. Good contest, and Steph Curry just knocks it down. If you can contest all of his threes like that all game, you just have to live with the results. But there's certain ones, can't really do much about that. There's a lot of times when teams just break down against Steph Curry. But I mean, keep in mind, he's coming off of off-ball screens, probably 100 of them every single game, and you might guard 90% of them right, but he comes off so many actions. When you do break down, he's going to make you pay. He comes off the post screen, and then, I mean, Denny Avdia is getting cooked. Yeah, Jeremy Grant gets caught on the post screen. They switch. Denny Avdia just doesn't get out in time. I think they have a replay on this one. Steph Curry's just absolutely on fire at this point. He's already running back up the court. I mean, let's see on this one. He comes off that post screen. He loses Jeremy Grant on that one. And then right here, Curry kind of steps back on that one. I mean, Denny Avdia, he's in the area. It's not a lot of room between them. I guess you want him to press up into the body and try to force Steph to drive into Donovan Clingan. I mean, it wasn't horrible defense, but Steph Curry's just so on fire at that point. Comes out of another screen. They just don't learn, though. Robert Williams, he's just going to beat you off the dribble, but you have to force him to go into the paint at least. Jeremy Grant. Steph Curry comes off the screen. I don't know what Williams is doing back here. Like, you have to be all the way up on the screen and force Steph Curry to drive, but he's all the way back here in a drop coverage. Steph Curry just pulls up and fires over him. Williams was kind of trying to meet him at the three-point line, but Steph Curry's not walking up. He's just going to shoot it from 40 feet away. You see Williams, here he is right here, kind of steps up, but then Curry just shoots it from 45 feet away. You have to guard him differently than any other shooter in the NBA. That one's like a little double screen action. Let's see. Draymond sets a screen for, I think that's post, to pop up. Then the fake handoff to Curry. That's a lot of action on that. Then he kicks it to Draymond. Then Draymond hands off to Curry. See Clingan on this play. Clingan does step up. Curry probably could have still let that fly over him, but Clingan steps up. He jumped. Did Curry even pump fake? Clingan is just so worried about the three. Curry just catches it. Just gives him a little head fake. Gets to the rim for a layup. I'd rather him be doing that than knocking down 40-foot threes on me, though. Yeah, they just both fly by. Off the offensive rebounds, it's just hard to match up off of offensive rebounds, so you can kind of live with those. I mean, it's just so tough to find Steph Curry once it's an offensive rebound situation like that. Shaedon Sharpe, I mean, he just got cooked. He did what he could on that one, but I mean, that was the best you can do. Let's see on that one more time. You're Shaedon Sharpe. I mean, he's there, he's on him, but Steph Curry just gets to a nasty step back. There's really nothing you can do about that one. He's just so on fire at this point. That one's just trash defense. I mean, who's even guarding that, man? Yeah, they're in man-to-man. Williams is trailing the play. And then Shaedon Sharpe should be guarding Steph Curry. I mean, yeah, that's his man. He just gets caught ball watching. If you lose Steph Curry, he's probably going to knock down a three on your ass. Bajemski sees Shaedon Sharpe ball watching, and Steph Curry just gets a wide open corner three. And he is just smoldering hot at this point. Pass to Draymond. That was good defense, but he's just so on fire at this point. There's not much you can do. I mean, Williams is... He learned from the other plays at least. Let's see. Curry gets it. Comes off the Draymond screen. Here's Jeremy Grant. Grant goes under that one. He goes under, but he fights through it. So, I mean, he goes under. You know, good defense. He's right there. Steph Curry could have probably let that one fly, but Jeremy Grant plays good enough defense to throw him off. Comes right here. Clingan's still in drop coverage. Like, he's playing drop all game. Like, what is Clingan doing on this play? If we just pause it right here, it's basically a 2-on-1. Draymond Green's just setting all these screens. Jeremy Grant just getting wrecked on screens, just probably getting bruises all over from Draymond, setting moving screen after moving screen on him. But just pause right here. Like, what are you doing, Donovan Clingan? You're not guarding anyone out here. You're not helping on Draymond Green and Steph Curry. Just pulls right up. I don't get it. Probably the first 2 threes, we were talking about how Clingan's playing drop coverage, and he just plays drop coverage again. Let me see. It looks like he steps up on that one, and Curry just blows by for the lefty layup, but I'd rather him be doing that all game instead of knocking down 3 after 3 over me while I'm playing drop coverage. If you see Clingan comes off the screen, Clingan actually steps up on this one somewhat, and Curry just blows by for the lefty layup on him. Brandon Bajemski with the clutch back push. That was glaring. I couldn't help but notice that. Bajemski flies in, just shoves those 2 boys out of bounds, comes in, gets the ball. I mean, Grant tried. I mean, Jeremy Grant did a good job. Flies in, gets a contest. Williams tried to get out there, but it's just too late. Steph Curry just knocks down his 12th three of the game, number 12. Again, just too much space. Williams did not really have a chance to get out there and contest that one. Yeah, Curry knocks down the 12 threes in this game, so it's just amazing. He's obviously the greatest shooter of all time. Nobody really argues that. One crazy thing about this game, so this was Steph Curry's 28th game where he knocks down 12 threes or more, which is just ridiculous. To kind of put that in context, number 2 is Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson has 9 games where he's made 12 or more threes. So Steph Curry has 28. He literally has 3 times as many games with 10-plus threes made than Klay Thompson. And most of us would agree Klay Thompson's the second greatest shooter of all time. So it just shows, even between Klay Thompson and Steph, Steph is just a gap ahead of him. It's insane how great of a shooter Steph Curry is. But Curry has the 48 points that game. He knocks down the 12 threes. Golden State at this point, 2, 4, 6. They're in the 8 seats. They're right there around the play-in race, basically. I want to see one thing. The Warriors versus the Blazers. They're kind of in that play-in race area, and it's kind of disappointing, honestly. They did lose this game. They lost by 5 points to the Blazers, and it's kind of disappointing for Steph. I'd like to see him have more help at this point in his career and maybe have a chance to win his fifth championship. They bring Jimmy Butler in, but I mean, if you see, Butler was 3 for 11. He has 16 points, so he wasn't much of a help out there to Steph Curry, and he hasn't been a lot of help all season long for Steph Curry, just to be totally honest. But Curry for this game, he's 16 for 26. He goes stupid out there. And then he has the 48 points, the 2 assists. And I mean, Curry has a great game. It's just he doesn't get a lot of help out there these days. Back to it though. The Warriors again, they're the number 8 seed in the Western Conference so far, and I don't really see them being too competitive in the playoffs, to be honest. Steph Curry's 37, 38 years old now. Still the best shooter of all time, even at his advanced age. Still, like, right here today, we just saw him knock down the 12 threes. He's still the best shooter of all time, and like I said, it's kind of disappointing to see that he doesn't have a great team built around him, because he wins his first championship in 15, I think, and they go back to back with Kevin Durant. They win again in 2022. There's been 3 different times the Warriors built a championship team around Steph Curry, and it's been three different ways he won a championship with all those 3 different play styles. Because the first championship was just a defensive-minded team, and then his second and third championship, it's Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson just can't keep up with the offense. Then 2022, they kind of build another defensive-minded team. He's able to win again in 2022. Steph Curry's going to be a Golden State Warrior for life. Personally, I'd like to see him. It's not going to happen, but it'd be cool to see him leave Golden State and go to a different team and see him possibly win that 5th NBA championship. But we know he's not going to do that. Steph Curry already has 4 NBA championships. He's already the GOAT all time as far as shooting the 3-ball goes, and just an all-time NBA great and all-time NBA legend. I don't think he's going to win his 5th ring in Golden State. I don't think they're going to be able to build a championship contending team around him, at this point with how old Steph Curry is. Steph Curry's still a number 1 option. He can still lead a team to an NBA championship. His off-ball gravity is insane. They just don't have the right pieces put around him right now. They bring in Jimmy Butler, and it's just not enough between Jimmy Butler, Brandon Pajemski, Quentin Post. He has a bunch of younger guys on the team. Klay Thompson's gone, and they just don't have the pieces around Steph Curry to win a championship again. But again, Curry knocks down the 12 threes. He's still an amazing shooter. He's still the best shooter of all time. He won the 4 championships in Golden State already, so it's not like Steph is mad to be in Golden State. Again, they are the 8 seed right now. I don't see him competing, for a championship this season. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe they get out of the first round if they get a really favorable matchup, but they'd have to get up to, the 5 or 6 seed maybe, so they can match up with a more favorable team. Because if they play OKC or Denver in the first round, they're probably going to go down. But just an amazing game by Steph Curry. He's still the best shooter of all time. Again, he has 28 games that he's knocked down 10 or more threes in. So just ridiculous, and just fun to watch Steph Curry. It's fun to watch his career kind of starting to get closer to an end, and just appreciating, all his insane shooting performances. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about Steph Curry's performance, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.